You have been in a silent auction your entire life, and you didn't even know it. Every day, without noticing, you place your most valuable asset on the table and hand it over to people who give you nothing in return. Not respect, not loyalty, not growth, just noise, opinions, and distractions. That asset is your attention. It is the only currency you can never earn back. You cannot save it for later. You cannot borrow it from tomorrow. Once it is spent, it is gone forever. And yet most people spend it like it has no value at all. Every time you respond to a cheap insult, you pay. Every time you explain yourself to someone who has already decided not to understand you, you pay. Every time you argue with someone who adds nothing to your life, you hand them power over you. You reward them with your energy. You lift them up while lowering yourself. Strong people have always understood this. They guard their attention like a vault. Weak people leave it open, letting anyone walk in, take what they want, and leave without consequence. This is not about being rude. It is not about being cold. It is about understanding value. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is pressure. Silence is weight. Silence, when used correctly, becomes power. Tonight, you stop wasting your attention. Tonight, you stop donating your energy to people who cannot afford it. Tonight, you begin to master the unseen economy that quietly decides influence and authority. For centuries, a simple truth was observed by rulers, generals, and strategists. Niccolo Machiavelli understood it clearly. The one who chases reveals weakness. The one who withdraws with intention reveals control. He watched leaders fall not because they lacked strength, but because they lacked restraint. They answered every critic. They reacted to every insult. They tried to justify themselves to everyone. And in doing so, they slowly lost authority. A leader who responds to every attack looks fragile. A leader who allows noise to exist without reacting appears untouchable. Not because he is careless, but because he has decided what matters and what does not. Sometimes the strongest move is not action, but refusal. To refuse engagement is to send a message without saying a word. It says, calmly and clearly, "This does not deserve my energy." And when used correctly, that message is louder than any argument. This is the art of ignoring people. This is where strategic silence becomes a tool of power. It is not absence. It is control. Think of gravity. Gravity does not announce itself. It does not chase objects. It simply exists, and everything bends around it. Most people live the opposite way. They react to everything. They chase validation. They exhaust themselves trying to be seen and heard. Their energy is scattered. Their presence is weak. You will not live like this anymore. True authority is quiet. It does not explain itself. It does not beg for approval. It does not fight to be respected. It simply stands. And because it stands, others adjust around it. This kind of calm power unsettles people who live on reaction because they cannot control it. They cannot provoke it. They cannot predict it. Now, understand what happens when you ignore someone deliberately. This is where dark psychology becomes real. The human brain is wired for connection and feedback. When someone speaks, challenges, or provokes, their mind expects a response. When that response never comes, discomfort begins. Studies show that being ignored activates the same parts of the brain as physical pain. The body reacts as if it has been hurt. They feel it immediately, a tightness, a hollow anxiety, a question that has no answer. They replay the interaction again and again. They wonder what they did wrong. They wonder what you're thinking. They type messages, delete them, rewrite them, and hesitate again. You say nothing, and that nothing becomes louder than words in their mind. You become present by your absence, a ghost inside their thoughts. This is the paradox. The more you pull away, the more they obsess. Humans hate unresolved loops. Your silence becomes the loop they cannot close. They may try again. They may provoke harder. They may switch from anger to kindness. Anything to get a reaction. And while they spiral, you remain calm, still, untouched. To be ignored is not rejection. It is slow erasure. It removes relevance without conflict. This is not cruelty. It is discipline. Weak people chase attention because they need validation. Strong people decide where their attention goes because they already know who they are. When you argue, you give closure. When you fight, you give relief. But when you remain silent, you give uncertainty. And uncertainty drains energy faster than conflict ever could. There is a difference between disappearing and withdrawing with intention. Disappearing looks like fear. Strategic withdrawal is deliberate. You are present, but unreachable, like being in a room behind a one-way mirror. You see everything clearly. Nothing touches you. Your focus is reserved for what shapes your future. This is not pretending. It is growing into control. You stop being available to everyone. You stop answering every call, message, and emotional demand. You understand that availability lowers value. You're not a public service. You're a private space. Most people destroy their worth by being always accessible. They reply instantly. They engage every argument. They involve themselves in drama that adds nothing. Over time, they become predictable, and predictable things are not respected. Scarcity creates value. When your presence is limited, it carries weight. When your response is rare, it matters. Let messages wait. Let silence stretch. Let people wonder. Mystery is more powerful than explanation. This is not arrogance. It is self-respect. Your energy is finite. Your focus is sacred. Not everyone deserves access. Who deserves silence? First, enemies. People who secretly work against you, who wish for your failure. Engaging them gives them importance. Ignoring them turns them into background noise. Second, critics. People who build nothing but opinions. Their power comes from reaction. Starve them. Let your actions speak alone. Third, emotional drains. People who take endlessly, complain constantly, or feed on attention without giving back. Distance requires no explanation. Silence is enough. Every reaction you give to the wrong people steals fuel from your mission. Powerful people do not fight every battle. They choose carefully. Small fires burn out when starved of attention. Silence is not passive. It is a statement of priority. The hardest part is not understanding. It is execution. Your body will resist. An insult will feel hot. Disrespect will demand a response. Your instincts push you to defend, explain, or retaliate. This is where most people fail. They know better, but react anyway. You must train emotional neutrality, not suppression. Suppression hides emotion until it explodes. Elevation lets it pass without control. The Stoics understood this. Machiavelli respected it. Strength is acting on reason, not impulse. Start small. When provoked, pause. Feel the heat. Do nothing. Let it fade. Over time, this becomes instinct. Non-reaction becomes natural. You stop being predictable. You stop being manipulable. A person ruled by emotion is easy to control. Their triggers are visible. Their reactions are expected. But a person who cannot be provoked becomes untouchable. Insult them, and they appear not to hear it. Betray them, and they adjust silently. No drama, no scene. Power becomes internal, and internal power cannot be taken. Every human interaction carries influence. Most people play blindly. The strongest move is stillness. When you do not react, the other is forced to move. They explain, they chase, they reveal need. The one who needs less holds the advantage. Desperation has a scent. Calm indifference signals options. While others fight for attention, you step back, and attention begins to move toward you, not because you demand it, but because you no longer give it away cheaply. The greatest trap is caring too much about perception. This is where freedom dies. When praise controls you, criticism controls you too. When approval matters, autonomy disappears. Machiavelli warned, the one who needs to be loved by everyone will be controlled by everyone. Notice when you change yourself to be accepted. Each time you resist, you reclaim power. Indifference to praise makes you immune to manipulation. You cannot be bought with compliments. You cannot be broken by insults. Your center stays inside. All of this leads to one transformation. You become untouchable, not loud, not aggressive, solid. People feel it. You do not chase attention. It finds you. You do not argue with fools. Silence ends the conversation. This version of you is built slowly. Every moment of restraint strengthens you. Every time you walk away from chaos, you rise. You are not cold. You are selective. Your energy is for creation. Your words are for purpose. Everything else meets a calm wall of nothing. There is a throne inside you. Your mind is the kingdom. Your focus is the treasure. You decide who earns an audience. From this moment, you stop reacting on command. You respond only when it serves your future. You do not explain yourself. Your results will. You do not chase. You become the destination. The old version of you is finished. The one who over-explained. The one who gave endlessly. The one who sought approval. A new understanding replaces it. Attention is your empire. You are done giving it away. Your silence becomes your signature. Not hate, not ego, control. People will test you. They will provoke you. You will not flinch. You will look through them and give them nothing. This is the art of ignoring people. This is the psychology of power. This is how strategic silence turns influence into control. You now hold the key. Use it. Build a mind so stable that no storm can shake it. The world will grow louder. You will grow quieter. And in that quiet, you will build a legacy that cannot be ignored. If this message reached you, write this in the comments. My attention is my empire. Not for others, for yourself. Like this video, it helps others discover this strategy. And subscribe to the channel. No hype, no noise. Only clarity, psychology, and power. Built quietly, level by level.